This is the Jay Pitt Show. I saw Google Listings is rolling out nationwide. It's going to have a picture of the house on there, bedroom, bathroom, square footage. You can schedule showings right through there. Now, I don't think it's actually nationwide yet because the MLSs have to enroll in it, which I don't believe Flex is yet. But is this, would you call it boom or bust if it becomes a big thing in the Louisville market or Hardin County market?
Here's the thing, Ryan, and I'm gonna equate it to Google local service ads, which we made a lot of when it started. This is anybody who's ever done any business with Google or Meta. I don't know what it's like to do business with other large tech companies like that you hear about, like Tesla or Netflix or SpaceX or any of that, but like. Really, I mean, probably Apple. Google got into the residential real estate space in their own way for a variety of reasons. I mean, Google's revenue is mainly advertising based, and so is Meta. And so it's natural that they would want to be attached to residential housing because such a large percentage of the national gross domestic product runs through housing or is affected by housing, upwards of 20% by some estimates. So them getting some sort of piece on that would be good. Our industry spends a lot on advertising. They've seen that. Google pay-per-click advertising started out as a very viable way. I mean, Google just saw pay-per-click advertising as, you know, we're going to charge you to send somebody to your website. And then that evolved and grew, and people started learning how to do it better, and other businesses popped up in between Google and the end consumer, which was the agent or broker. And, you know, Google basically said, okay, well, we don't want the middleman getting all this money, so we're going to develop a product like the Google local service ads where we can go back to dealing directly with the real estate professional, and they can pay us to feature them rather than, you know, pay a middleman to get them seen on our platform. And, you know, I can tell you this, that personally working with pay-per-click advertising through Google, personally working with Google local service ads, they're not interested in any sort of customer service, right? It is self-taught, self-executed, put in your credit card. There is no phone number. There is no rep. There is no, like, that's what this is going to be. Google has no interest in being Zillow. Okay. Google wants, and I think smartly, to be fair, they don't want to displace real estate agents, and they don't want to necessarily displace Zillow. They want to peel off at the path of least resistance some revenue generation from what they have, what their assets are, which is namely eyeballs and people on their website. Okay. So these home listings is just a recognition of the fact that, you know, the NAR settlement, you know, changed the landscape. Zillow continues to change the landscape, and consumers are increasingly willing to do it yourself. Real estate agents are trying to keep pace. So what they're going to end up doing, and the true winner from this, is going to be real estate agents. Real estate agents are going to find a way to leverage Google listings, probably somewhat to the detriment of local MLSs, because I could see it providing agents an avenue without the local MLS to do their job. I don't know the fine details, but I can tell you this: Google is not trying to replace the real estate agent, and Google is not trying to replace Zillow.
Yeah.
They're perfectly happy being an also ran in every industry that they don't dominate, and peeling revenue off to supplement and add to the industries that they do dominate, which, you know, is really and truly domination. Like email use. Like, what percentage of the world uses Gmail? It's stupid is what it is. I mean, is it north of 50%? Probably.
I'd say north of 50% at least have a Gmail account.
I mean, that's
even
the
if
thing.
It's not the one they use,
like search,
primarily.
They dominate. Browser usage, domination. Like it. So, I mean, what do you really need to do? Maps, dominate, right? Apple is kind of a player there, but like I was going to say earlier, I use Apple Maps because it looks better on CarPlay.
Yeah.
I get annoyed with Google Maps on CarPlay. But that's the only reason. But I mean, if you think about the things that Google really does well, translation services, like, have you ever used anything other than Google Translate? I haven't. Like, I mean, there are things that they just absolutely destroy, and I think they're constantly looking for those. But everything else,
Yeah.
they're just kind of perfectly fine to be an also ran and supplement.
Yeah. So as a tool for real estate agents, would you say it's a boom or bust?
As a tool for real estate agent, I'd say boom.
Okay.
But I think it's gonna take some time for that to reveal itself. I think your detractors are gonna say, oh, they're just trying to another tech company trying to replace real estate agents. I don't believe that.
I don't either.
I don't believe it a bit. I think it's another tool for the agent to use in their repertoire, and I think the person that wins at Google listings is going to walk into listing presentations and get listings because of it, because they do it better than anyone else.